98.9 FM, KRSM Radio. Orikal Uno, check in, KRSM Radio. Orikal Uno, 98.9 FM, Minneapolis.
Yo, wait 1 second. It's time to tune in to the check-in. Every Monday at 5 o'clock. I gotta have it on when I ride the block. Or on my box 98.9. Ain't got a radio, hear it straight online. Or check it out on YouTube. Giving you the best of the old and the new school. Straight from the Twin Cities. Shout out to Orikal. Yo, you straight get busy. Word up.
Hey, what's poppin', universe? This is Orikal Uno on the check-in, broadcasting live on 98.9 FM, KRSM Radio in the heart of Southside Minneapolis. Listen all over the universe at krsmradio.org. You can also download the app on Apple and Android devices. Episode number 74, we got something that we've never done before on the check-in with Orikal Uno. I'm still gonna provide the dopest in Twin Cities hip-hop, rap, R&B, and soul, but we got a super special guest today. DJ Stage 1 will be joining us. Orikal Uno on the check-in.
KRSM Radio, 98.9 FM, Minneapolis.
So in honor of DJ Stage 1 joining us, got a special playlist. This is D-Spawn.
A little smart, a little wiser, can't hold me down.
Keep it locked.
I keep a tighter circle. I dwell amongst the positive. Good vibes don't hurt you, touch your soul. Is it warm or cold? Got a heart full of hate, time to break the mold. Life is too short for that longer road. When you shut yourself out, makes it hard to grow. Face so many challenges and still have obstacles. I know some things are, some things ain't possible. Still a lot to do before my peace of mind is reached. Accomplish what I first set out to. Not living in the past no more, cause everything is right now. I keep it moving, baby, that's for sure. The only way I know how. I keep it moving, baby. Not living in the past no more, cause everything is right now. Come on, I keep it moving, baby, that's for sure. The only way I know how. Not bars, I spit pillars, build to keep building, live to keep living this life that I'm given. I'm driven until I finish, ain't finished until I'm done. Can't stop now, I ain't finished, not finished until I've won. My journey, it's not over, in fact, it's just begun. I run, I can't walk, cause time waits for none. I come to this decision, I choose to keep winning, then vanish into the air on a stairway to the sun. Not living in the past no more, cause everything is right now. I keep it moving, baby, that's for sure. The only way I know how. Not living in the past no more, cause everything is right now. I keep it moving, baby, that's for sure. The only way I know how. Yesterday was dark, now I'm cool. I found my way, vision is back in full view. The picture is clear now, almost see-through. Transparent, recognize good from evil. People, we gotta get over before we go under. No time for slumber. Splash water across my face. Wake up for me. Got a lot of lost time to make up. So I do what I can with what I have and who I am. Stand for peace. Fall for nothing. I never been there, done that. Then I got clever. Chose to win and won that and never felt better. Word life is good. I won't complain. I've seen top to bottom. I'm just glad to be sane. The love, the pain, emotional strain, the gain. When you find happiness the very first time within your own name. But I'll be back, I'm energy, positive, what you know about that? If you love life and live it, then let your hands clap. If you're trying to make a difference, then let your hands clap. I'm here till I disappear, but I'll be back, I'm energy, positive, what you know about that? If you love life and live it, then let your hands clap. If you're trying to make a difference, then let your hands clap. I'm here till I disappear, but I'll be back, I'm energy, positive, what you know about that? If you love life and live it, then let your hands clap. If you're trying to make a difference, then let your hands clap. Not living in the past no more, cause everything is right now. I keep it moving, baby, that's for sure. The only way
Orikal Uno on the check-in, 98.9 FM, KRSM Radio. Yo, this is Budah Tye.
I light up the smoke, cause I gotta stay perm. Fat blunt, no front, gotta be the green. When you smoking in my cypher, gotta keep it supreme. No Bama weed, we ain't smoking that. Don't hide it, just divide and start talking that. When Buddha's in the spot, you know I'm blessing it. Yo, I'm not hesitant, you know I'm straight fessing it. Rough up pass, I got blunts to last. I don't hit the ropes with an inch or less on. I got a pack of Vegas ready to roll. If we run out, we go to the store to buy more. Cause ain't nothing like the taste of good green weed. No sticks and seeds. What do you need? I'm having Hemptations. Hemptations, Hemptations, taking over my mind. I feel like blazing weed all the time. Hemptations, I gotta smoke. Hemptations, taking over my mind. I feel like blazing weed all the time. Hemptations, I gotta smoke. To all my Chiba hearts who won't stop and don't care, wherever you're at, just throw a blunt up in the air. I smoke so many blunts, I think it's legal. Me and my homies in the Regal getting high like seagulls. Don't stress to hit the bless, cause we got more. We riding high till we die like Phaso. I blaze mo, sit back and watch me toke. Fools hope to come around when the Buddha smoke. How many blunts do I blaze on a daily? 10 too many. I ain't even dropped a penny. I keep a clear mind, never out of focus. Fools broken in my car just to steal my roaches. It ain't no fun if my homies can't smoke one. Sit back and the Buddha blow one. I'm having Hemptations, Hemptations, taking over my mind. I feel like blazing weed all the time. Hemptations, I gotta smoke. Hemptations, taking over my mind. I feel like blazing weed all the time. Hemptations.
The Check-In with Orikal Uno.
Orikal Uno on the check-in.
KRSM Radio, 98.9 FM, Minneapolis.
All right. Orikal Uno on the check-in with a super dope exclusive segment here. We got the one and only DJ Stage 1 in the place to be. What up, Stage?
What's up?
So yeah, you want to say a quick hello to the listeners of KRSM Radio here?
Yes. So yes, my name is DJ Stage 1, the Short Shot Brother. Call me Darth Vader, the Bad Lieutenant, and we in the place rocking.
Well, I know a lot about you, but in case people don't know yet, why don't you fill them in about a little bit of your history here in the Twin Cities and just in hip-hop in general? And then just personally, I've always been curious, right? Because I've read your book, I know all of your history, but what was your first encounter with hip-hop? And how did that impact you?
That's a good question. That's a great question, actually, because it's kind of, I can't really recall. I think it was more of a series of events,
Yeah.
Because hip-hop has the elements. It wasn't just one thing. I was intrigued by graffiti. I was intrigued by b-boy choreography, just all types of different things that kind of pulled me in. But I think graffiti art really got me started.
So was that the stuff around the town here, or like was there a certain writer or a certain crew that really stuck out to you, or like what are those first memories?
At first it was just it wasn't an individual at first, it was just it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I really settled down and started functioning in the neighborhoods and stuff like that, that's when I met writers and MCs and stuff, like, at the time, like Sugar Free, was a neighborhood freestyler. We had two main crews on my side of town, Wild Style Crew and DS2, which later became, DS2 was Def Squad 2. They later on became KGB, Kings Going Berserk. And I had joined not DS2 but the manifestation KGB, and then a year later I joined Wild Style, so I was down with both crews.
Oh wow.
But at first I was just watching, because these guys were like painting storefronts and bombing under bridges, and freights wasn't a thing at the time, but I think all of us back then were kind of like, man, we should hit freights. But freights wasn't really banging at the time, so it was mainly walls, and sanctioned storefronts and things like that. But I was really influenced by the writers, and because of the fact that I wasn't down or couldn't be down at the time, I was a lone wolf. So that's kind of why I say just the it part. I was just doing it on my own. And then by the time I met these guys, then it's like, yo, here's my book, check out my book, or whatever, like that. So it was just a different time back then, and I would have to say, when I was younger, DJing and graph, of course dancing, but DJing and graph were more prevalent than the actual MCs in the Twin Cities, and that kind of manifested later, but the DJs were the superstars.
Okay, dope. And so are you born and raised here then?
No, I'm from Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. So what brought you up here?
Family.
Okay.
Family. And that's another thing too, you know, my hip hop influences were also developed there
Ohio,
too.
Yeah, because they had a lot of funk out
Yeah,
there.
exactly. That's where the Daytons come from. The Dayton Tires come from my town, Dayton, Ohio. And even as today, some of the best turntablists come out of there, which a lot of people don't know. But DJ culture has been prevalent in Dayton my whole life. So there's like DJ Ron Hunter, all these guys. They're like 60 now, still rocking, but my whole life has always been about the parties and the functions and stuff like that. Yeah.
So then from the graffiti, then how did that transition into DJing?
Soundtrack, because I felt like whenever I would work on my book, or we go bomb, we'll bring like a little radio or something, we'll freestyle on the way. So it was just like the graffiti manifested the music, so it was just kind of like the backdrop for the sound. So like we would listen to music and get ideas off of just listening to stuff, and then come up with some dope characters or stuff like that. So it was kind of symbiotic to me, you know what I mean? So I have people that would send me tapes. So I had like the Red Alert tapes and the Chuck Chill Out tapes and things like that. So it was, like I said, a plethora of things. I was just getting bombarded. And then, you know, just to bring it back to the Twin Cities, we're like a hub city, and everybody's coming through here. So you're getting influenced by people from all over and so many different styles, where sometimes cities are drawn to the biggest city that's close to them, but Minneapolis, you have people coming from everywhere. So you might listen to the World Class Wrecking Crew one day, and then the next day you're listening to like Joeski Love or something like that. So it wasn't just one genre, you know what I'm saying?
So was it easy for you to start connecting and like building the relationships that would bring you into performing, or like how did it go from like I love this DJing thing to like, oh snap, now I'm actually out here DJing parties, you know what I'm saying?
It went from my parents were avid record collectors. So one day I just got the idea, you know, let me build some stuff off of their gear and start playing records. I was buying records before I even was trying to DJ. That, you know, that was the thing, buying records, you know. And one day I made a mixtape. I think it was like 88, 89. And a friend of mine bought it for $20. I was like, wow. It was a 120-minute tape. So he bought it for like 20. And I was like, ooh, you know, different neighborhoods just doing house parties. And it just grew from there. And I think a couple people were like, hey man, would you be willing to do this club and things like that? It just kind of, it sounds faster than what I'm saying. It was an actual process. But one day, you know, it was like, hey man, you're dope. You want to do radio? Yeah. Hey man, you're dope. You want to do a club? Yeah. Okay. And then it just grew from there.
Nice. So what were some of the first clubs?
Wow, that's a good one. The Rogue, definitely like Bon Appetit, you know, places like that, little small hole in the wall places in Dinkytown, or way before the Dinkytown era.
Right.
So it was just a lot of different places that ended up closing down and stuff like that, hole in the wall places that I definitely respected, because that's where I sharpened my blades. But it was just a lot of just different clubs here and there. And then, like I said, Miriam, my homegirl Miriam, she had a spot at the Dinkytowner, and they used to throw these red parties, and I was on the radio, and then I was DJing for a band, the Sensational Joint Chiefs. So it just kind of segued, like, Stage, you know, Miriam's gonna stop spinning, you want to take over? Yeah. And the next thing you know, I'm doing it for like 15 years over there. Like, it's crazy.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
What was the station, the first station that you went and spun for?
KFAI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out
KFAI.
KFAI.
With Chip. We did that was it was Chip. It started out first with DJ Gage. What's up, Gage? DJ Voodoo and Cool Chip, and Voodoo's Raphael, if anybody remembers Raphael Benza. He moved to New York years ago, but it was Raphael Benza, Gage Lockhart, who is actually the son of IRM's manager, Charles Lockhart.
Oh,
rest
okay,
in peace.
okay.
Yeah.
Is that Seth the Smith?
That's his older brother.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
All
yeah,
right.
we're all tied in, and that was the beautiful thing about it is like, when you do create these relationships along the way, we're able to help each other in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're like you're an artist, and you're an artist, a multi-artist, but as far as like graph and things like that, oh man, I need a shirt done. So I'm gonna call you. Like, hey man, can you do my promo shirts, my merch? That was the beauty of it. I know a DJ. Well, let's call him up and get him over here. I know some MCs. So it was just like a talent pool, back then, where we're just pulling in people that we dug or knew, and it was a beautiful thing, and that it created a scene. It was a scene that was already there, but like the early '90s was kind of like a breaking point, because I kind of transcend both, because I was around in the '80s, the mid '80s hip hop scene, but once the '90s hit, a lot of people grew up and started doing different things with their lives, or just keep it real, street stuff, people going to jail, getting killed, all that stuff. Yeah. So it left a void, and then next thing you know, a whole new generation started to pick up the culture that wasn't connected to the generation that I came from so much. But then it ended up kind of conjoining with some of the remnants, including myself, that were still around, just connected with the new generation and people from different sides of town. Because at the time, early on, I was strictly like a North Sider, and the South Side was building itself up. You had like I Self Define over there, Kool Akeem. South High was really a hotbed for hip hop back in those days, and some of those guys that were under those guys that were younger, they got older and started doing things like AKB Crew, guys like that. They were part of that new renaissance in the '90s that really made hip hop super dope, doper than what it was. It was a whole new thing, and it didn't have a connection to where I came from. But it just so happened that I was still doing what I was doing and ended up connecting with them, and then it just made things just so much broader for myself and the city itself. We all just started just doing stuff, and then even in those days, the gang days, those venues weren't open to us like that. So the 90s, when the demographic changed, and dare I say, the faces of the kids changed, people were more susceptible to letting us do venues, where before it's like you can't wear hats, you can't wear starter jackets, you guys are gang members, you gotta hire cops, all that kind of stuff, So things loosened up in the 90s, and again, that was to me, of course, the 80s, the mid to late 80s was the golden era of hip hop in general for me. Like when we talk about Ultra Magnetic and KRSM and all that. But for Minneapolis, I feel like the golden era, it was dope back then, but the 90s was really when things started to come out. People started to make money. They started to take it more seriously. Record deals, because back then in the 80s, you only had one crew that was really, one or two crews, excuse me. You had Dan Speak, Derek Delight, and them. They had a record deal with Wide Angle Records. Okay. But you had the IRM Crew that was signed to K-Tel Records. They were really like the only ones, you know what I'm saying? B Fresh, Kelsey, TLC, Devastating D, Mike Mack, all those guys, Cutting Cow. You know what I mean? Like that was
DJs.
it. Yeah, that was the it crew, man. Yeah. And so it was only chosen few that were able to make that leap into trying to be in the industry and actually cut records. So the 90s was a whole different thing, where that was the goal. Let's get signed, let's go to Scribble Jam, let's do all this stuff, let's go independent or whatever, let's do demos. So like when I was at the radio station at KFAI, a lot of crews, Abstract Pack, whatever, they would come up. So when we had artists in town, they would come freestyle for them. Everybody was hungry. Even Slug, like Slug came to rhyme for Common when he was in town. Like everybody was just hungry. So it was a different thing. It was a beautiful thing,
So since you talked about it, I was definitely curious as to your thoughts. You know, we're in 2024 now, where hip hop has been in the mainstream for decades now. It's like a widely accepted art form now. You know what I'm saying? But back in the 90s and even in the early 2000s, when I first started to come around, it wasn't easy to get booked. It wasn't, especially up here from what I hear. You know, I'm from a younger spot, but I've heard the stories. Can you talk a little bit about like the difficulty of even just trying to do hip hop in sound during the certain time?
Yeah, it was rough because we didn't have that understanding fully like we do now. Where the fifth element, you know, the four elements of hip hop and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't as pronounced as it is today. Right. And so
what kind of
nobody wanted to be from here.
Okay.
Nobody wanted. I'm from New York. I'm from I'm from LA or whatever. They didn't want to be from here because even when groups would come to First Ave or whatever venues, they could never say the name right. Minneapolis.
Still to this day.
You know what I mean? So it was like an embarrassment. Where you from? I'm from Minneapolis. Nobody wanted to say that.
Right. But so like if you wanted to spin at a venue, right? Like did you have to like really finesse the owner, or were there certain type of spots that, okay, we can't go to the main club and do this, but so-and-so's establishment is letting us set up some turntables and mics.
And that I gotta take that to Ralph X. That's one dude that Universal Apartment, Ralph X and Derek X, Derek Rubin. They in 86, 87, they had the YWCA Uptown. Okay. That was Bernadette's, and Bernadette is Andre Simone's grandmother, I think. And she was the one who let Prince come and practice in the basement of her house when they were honing their skills.
Oh wow.
So she did the same thing for Ralph and them, and was like, okay, we're gonna let you guys do a Saturday night teen party every Saturday from like I think 8 or 9 to like 12 or something like that. And everybody would come down and do stuff. That was the main place to go to. And then you had like the Loft Teen Center in St. Paul. You had St. Paul had a couple places, the library, you know, that catered to our generation, the young kids, the teens. And so it wasn't really a lot of places for us to do stuff. But at the same time, in that era, there weren't a lot of MCs. There were MC crews, don't get me wrong, because I know a lot of people are like, man, he don't know what he's talking about. No, there's a lot of MCs that were around, but it's not like today where you see them out and they're performing, this is from my album, or we just cut this. It wasn't like that. You know what I mean? It was a different animal, but there were a lot of people that did rhyme and stuff like that, but those teen centers were more about the DJ.
Okay.
Because Travitron had the hip hop shop. He had the hip hop shop radio show at KMLJ, but he also had the hip hop shop club because he used to DJ in the North Side a lot in the projects and stuff like that, but it was so violent he got tired of that, took it to St. Paul. And then the Loft Teen Center, that was a plethora of different DJs that would DJ over there as well too, but it wasn't like we had these teen parties and rappers were like, yo, it wasn't like that. But you had like a rap battle, rapper wins $100 or whatever. Sure. So everybody's gonna try, you know, they'll come up and try, even people that weren't serious and stuff like that. So you had your little contest, somebody wins some Filas or something like that. But back then it was the DJ that was really important. Travitron was a huge influence because I was a crate boy for him. Like not officially, but because I was down there so much, down the projects in the center or whatever where the parties were at, and Oak Park as well, but more so the center, he would be setting up. So the kids in the neighborhood, like, you know, would, you know, help him put up the speakers and bring the crates in and things like that. So he was really influential in just being cool with the kids because that was what he did. He worked with the youth. So he was never a foul individual. He was always encouraging and things like that. And once he got the radio show going, it was just over. You know what I mean? The whole city was like Travitron. So people from other sides of town that might not have got to his parties, or because he has a super deep history. I came around towards the end. Now he goes back to like 83 or something like that.
Sure.
I wasn't around, but I know a lot of people that were, and people would come to his house and just hang out with him. They go out there, put the cardboard out, break in. Like he brought a lot of hip hop influence from Brooklyn to Minneapolis.
Gotcha.
And influenced so many people. So he gets mad love just off of that. And there's other people as well, unsung people in this community that have also done the same. But Trav like really got a crew of people and really went on a mission to push the gospel of hip hop in the Twin Cities for sure.
The Check-In with Orikal Uno.
Orikal Uno on the check-in.
KRSM Radio, 98.9 FM, Minneapolis.
Hey, speaking of IRM Crew, this is I Dream of DJs. Keep it live.
C-U-T-I-N-K-A-L. He's a 12 on a chart with a 10-point scale. He got the record with precision, that's without a mistake. Wanna take what he want and what he want he takes. As the turntable spin, cutting cows terminating. The sucker DJs in the place perpetrating. He can scratch it, he can take it, he can mix it, he can make it. Bet the cut is real, cause our DJ never fake it. You think that you can beat him, sucker boy, you're wrong. In a battle situation, DJs don't last long. His efficiency like precision, put K-A-L on top. And if you're looking for an equal, then I think you should stop. Cause in a scratch competition, you will get left. Because our DJ ain't fresh, our DJ's deaf. We dream of DJs. Now I dream of DJs that can match my man. Cutting cow is the subject, and you is the fan. Stimulating the crowd as the turntable spin. He recorded no losses and 15 wins. He got Banazzi like skinny. He's 6 foot tall. Some DJ scratch, some DJ mix, but he can do it all. And if you don't know his name, well now you shout. Cause I'm the MC 10 to 11 and he got it. Cow rocks the rhythm as the record reviles. MCs will diminish and DJs will dissolve. Cutting Cow is creator, b-boy, illustrator, up and down the crossfader like a ship's navigator. He's a musical myth, a DJ's dream. You see the man's a maniac on the mixing machine. Cutting Cow is the cutter, I make the rhyme, and all y'all say it's that cause it's right on time. He's a prodigy of power, just protecting the point. Cold dishing sucker DJs like a fast food joint. He's the man with the crown and he's holding it down. He rocks 24/7, that's 12 months round. With these cuts he created, he loves to demonstrate it. If the sucker ask you take it, I suggest you motivate it. Get your heels on the hike and buck your knees in the breeze. He's cutting cows, cutting records, and he does it with ease.
Twin Cities Hip Hop Days fastly approaching. October 14th. This is a historic episode. And this joint right here is pretty historic. This is TC Ellis. Dope. Keep it live.
Don't beat that is. We want to make this clear. No, because there is no hope. You are tweaking for the speaker because the beat is dope. The first to come, the last to go. The dope beat boy from the land of snow. Let me break it so I make it unmistakably clear. In the 1990s, I will appear. A preacher, a teacher. I might reach you, catch a heart attack, a stroke, a mind seizure. But that was just a test to test your reflex. My rhymes get fresh and deafable. What's next? Sound the red alert. Everybody's go berserk. You better make it work, or you been even hurt. Check out the melody. This ain't no fantasy. This is a DC. Don't beat jam emergency. You wanna get high? Forget the smoke. My beat's 100. pure dope. I got a task, cause you asked me a question, I left you unanswered like ice spice. You're never too nice. I threw a fresh rhyme, it sounded precise. This is the one that I never rehearsed. I just came to the studio and went to work. So listen to me, check it while I co-perfected. Rock-a-del beat, hip-hop, you injected. I'm the one that's on the mic, and I'm a co-raw, kick it all through the night. So everybody listen, word, I'm not dissing. Coming with the rhyme, and I'm hitting. King of all kings, mastered all things. Lots of gold rings and cash when I sing out loud to the crowd. Is that correct? And yet you can't forget, I'm like Russian roulette bet. TC, hype like the rising sun. A star shining bright with T-LaShawn. So intricate and start to drip and bit by bit. One hit you dip. How can you handle this? Dope, 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 dope. It's dope, 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 dope. The beat is 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 dope. Down, break it down like this.
Talk to us.
What a player. Criminal slayer, crime eliminator. My name is acclaimed, it's on your list. Get funky with the rhythm and check out this. I'm the sea, I'm the land, I'm the five-piece band. And in case you didn't know, my name's Sir Jam. 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 TC on the break now.
Talk to us.
Jam. Pump it up for me. So
Talk to
take it,
us.
respect it, rock it, perfect it, coming at you strong. And come hacking. I want you to know, come good to go. Bustin' fucking rhyme, word up, I'm doing my shit. There's nothing missing, so listen, it's absenteeism. Kick up a beat to my bona fide rhythm. My giant jet, his recipe is fresh. Start from scratch if you wanna be shit, yeah. Real McCoy, and I'm giving you joy. So listen up, word, cause I employ Sir Jam, and we rock the plan. And I'ma tell you word, I am the man. Dope.
Talk to us. Talk to us.
The Check-In with Orikal Uno.
Orikal Uno on the check-in.
KRSM Radio, 98.9 FM, Minneapolis.
Talk to us a little bit about this Minnesota History Center mission event. I've been working with you for a few years now with the Great Day in Hip Hop photo shoots.
Yes.
How does all of this tie in together, and kind of what's the story? What's going on with this?
Awareness. Twin Cities is one of those places where, again, how we spoke earlier about people wanting to be from somewhere else or watching other places get down. And you got talent right here. And my thing was like, okay, that's great. The world hit parade of hip hop is a beautiful thing, but we need to make our mark. And you need to have pride in where you live, and that pride of of the people who help create this in your community. So when I did the photo shoot, that was a thing for generations to say, hey, you got guys here that are pushing 50, and you got people that are 18, 19, and in the middle you have women and men, all walks of life in one area. And it's like, take a look at each other and realize that this is a community. Get to know each other, all that, or somebody you heard of. That's the guy or that's that woman right there.
Sure, yeah.
So
I always see it as like a yearbook of Twin Cities hip hop for that year.
Yes, that was the plan. I wanted people to just look at how big we've become. And now some of these people that are showing up at these photo shoots have record deals, and they're traveling all over the country, and that should be able to influence you. Like, wow, this guy, he's from my neighborhood or from my community, and he did all this stuff. I can do it too. Like, look at Desdamona. She was in France. She was doing all kinds of stuff, and it's like and she's humble enough to come to something like that and stand next to people who are trying to get their feet wet in the game. And that was what the goal was, to just influence each other and realize that we're a community. Stop looking at New York. Stop looking at LA. Stop looking at the South, Canada, or wherever, the UK. Look at them, but also look at yourself. So this last year we did a proclamation ceremony where we were giving out I wanted to give out awards to people who I felt deserved it, which we all do. I feel everybody in the hip hop community deserves an award, but there were certain innovators like Travitron that needed to be acknowledged for the work that they had done in the community. And at the end of that, in the midst of me getting these proclamations, we actually created with the city of Minneapolis Twin Cities Hip Hop Day. And I let people know about that at the event, but we're outside, and the excitement really didn't kick in that, oh, we got a day, because it was more about the proclamation ceremony at the time. So I felt like me getting that information out wasn't as strong as I wanted it to be. So I was like, because I was going to be done last year, but I was like, nah, I don't want to have this day be created and nobody know about it. So this event is like, created to like a pre-date, because the 12th is a Saturday, but Twin Cities Hip Hop Day is on the 14th, which is a Monday.
Okay, so October 14th is Minnesota Hip Hop Day.
Yes.
Officially.
Yes.
It's been proclaimed.
That's it. Yep. It's decreed, for all that, ordained, all that.
Wow.
Yes. So I wanted to do this to get people to understand. It's not Stage 1 Day. It's that I just want to get that out. It's not my day. It's our day. So next year, we don't have to meet at one place and say, Kumbaya Hip Hop Day.
Right.
If your crew's at the crib barbecuing, do it. If you at home and it's Twin Cities Hip Hop Day, it's like Thanksgiving or something like that. It's your day.
Right.
It's not a certain day where we all gotta hang out. So I wanted people to take pride in this. It's your day. So anybody that's a practitioner of the culture or a fan of it, we all love hip hop, this is our special day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is why I want to do this. I also want to have a discussion as to see what in the future some of the leaders in this community can do, because I'm not going to be around here forever, but some of the leaders in this community can, what can we do to assure that there's a future for Twin Cities Hip Hop Day? What kind of impact will it have on the children, the youth, school curriculums? What can we do to solidify this day as a day of positive creativity on all levels when it comes to the elements and when it comes to the community? How can this be brought forth and continued in a positive manner? That's the whole reason why I want this event to go down with this. But just know that it's yours. So you have it for you. Take advantage of it. You can do all kinds of things with it. So that was the whole reason of me doing this, because I felt like it would be a waste if we created this day and nobody knew about it.
Right. Right. And so what kind of things can we expect at the event on Saturday, October 12th at the History Center?
Well, you're gonna definitely see a couple legends, and they need their flowers and they need to be acknowledged for the things that they've done in this community. Ray Seville's gonna be there, Sugar Free's gonna be there, Travitron's gonna be there, Cutting Cow's gonna be there, and I hope a couple more individuals who really laid some groundwork will be there. Desdamona says she's gonna come, so there's gonna be a lot of people that have made noise that will be there, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Also, there's going to be designed around Twin Cities Hip Hop Day that reflects that day as far as the theme. And then we're gonna have T-LaShawn. He's gonna do a acapella dedicated to what Twin Cities hip hop means to him.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So it's a bunch of different things, and it's just gonna be based around celebrating this holiday. And again, it's just a pre-date thing. But again, my goal is to, like I said, whether I'm around or not, I want people to do their own next year. I would like to see a bunch of different hip hop day events, just like last year with the 50th hip hop anniversary.
Right, yes. Everybody
was doing all these different things.
Yes.
So why can't we do this for the Twin Cities?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's also, I say it's Twin Cities Hip Hop Days because that's what, when you look at Minnesota, prominently, Twin Cities Hip Hop is the main place where people come. I'm gonna come to the cities to perform, stuff like that. But I was just up in Duluth. They got a scene, so I would like to see, again in the future, Minnesota artists coming together.
Right.
From all walks of life. Big up to all the B-boys. Just from all walks and all elements come together and have celebratory functions from here on out.
Right.
Celebrate yourself, y'all. That's why my faith is really in the new generation. Your generation and all these generations to come. Like Mixie the Boss, people like that. I have a lot of faith in people like that. I like Mike the Martyr a lot. I like his energy. And I feel like if we can pass this information that we're saying today to this new generation, I think Twin Cities hip hop would be in good hands, straight up.
You, man. So if anybody has questions or if they need further information or if they want to learn more about DJ Stage 1, where and how can they do that?
That's a good one. I'm on Instagram, DJ Stage 1, DJ STAGEONE. I'm also on Facebook, DJ Stage 1. That's really the best way you could reach me. I don't want to give out too much information, but my book, I still have copies of my book. You can grab my book if you want. But I'm around and I'm not going anywhere. Even if let's say I even left the area, I'm still around to talk. I want to help in any way I can, especially the youth. I like to give out my information to the youth. I don't want to just hold it. Any information about independent hip hop as far as putting out music or art, and it's not just me, get at Juxtaposition Arts. There's a lot of people from my generation that have foundations. Peyton Russell, he has a Dascone art studios. So it's, I'm multicultural with it. So it's not just DJing with me or trying to be a historian or, an author. I'm in, graffiti art is my thing. That's my first love. So I kind of have my hand in everything except b-boying. I tried b-boying as a kid and I couldn't do it.
I'm with you.
I pop lock for fun and stuff like that. But I definitely want to give a shout out to the b-boys. I'd like to see, I'm kind of off track, but I'd like to see more symbiotic connections with b-boys, DJs, just functions where we have all of that in one place. Sometimes I see where a lot of these elements in the Twin Cities are off on their own, and I'd like to see some more venues book people, dancers, have somebody painting on stage, different things like that where all the elements are represented. And that's like kind of my goal, is to try to just bring everybody together in this community and realize that we're all a family in some form or fashion.
Yeah. Word up. Well, yeah, once again, Saturday, October 12th, 12 to 3 p.m. I heard this thing is officially packed.
Yeah, it's sold out. They gave me a couple more seats and they quickly got filled, But we're going to try to go live and stuff so people can watch it live, and we're definitely going to try to record it so people can watch it later on YouTube or Facebook or whatever we're doing.
Sure thing.
Yeah,
so the flyer says, join us for a community-led presentation and panel discussions by local Twin Cities hip-hop practitioners. This conversation will be facilitated by artist, author, and historian DJ Stage 1, exploring the importance of documenting the rich history of hip-hop in the Twin Cities community. This dialogue will center on the work needed to create a tradition for Twin Cities hip-hop practitioners to call their own, and light refreshments will be included.
Yes.
We got SJ, DJ Stage 1, we got Case 1, we got Stacy Kim, DJ Kool Akeem, we got T-LaShawn, Gregory Romero, we got myself, Orikal Uno, we got Amber Pierce, and we got Mike the Martyr. It's gonna be super dope. Thank you for the invitation to let me come and do my thing. It's kind of wild to go from being a 12, 13-year-old kid to 35 years old and now being invited to speak on this kind of thing. Like I look up to all of y'all, like how cats look up to Rakim and how cats look up to Pac and stuff. I look up to a lot of y'all local guys the same exact way. So to be able to be within even the same conversation, the same panel, it's just an honor. So,
but you representing the new generation, bro, and you're doing a lot of great things. And again, you have different jackets that you wear. So you're an artist, but you also do media, and you also DJ and rhyme and all that. You press vinyl. You've done a lot of things. Yeah. And again, it's hard nowadays because a lot of people don't want to pass the baton, but it's gonna be passed. And like I said, you represent that. So like me, I'm where I'm at now, but I'm passing my baton to you and other people like you. And that's what it's all about. I'm not trying to hang on to nothing. I'm not trying to be the man. I'm not trying to be the godfather of this or nothing. I'm just adding on. Right. And again, I've been here so long. I've been here in the beginning, and I want to say this real quick because when I started out, it was not just hip hop. It was street life. It was gangbang. It was dirty cops. It was stuff like that would hinder it. And I come from an era where you throw a party, you better know somebody or you might lose your equipment. Right. Or you come out with your radio, somebody's taking that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So it's a different thing. Yeah. So when we go from that era to an era where it's really peace, love, and having fun, people, violence isn't so prevalent. Now we're at a place where people can express themselves in peace without worrying about what happens when you leave the venue or things like that. And I like that. I like that a lot because it's not about being a tough guy. In my day, I was maneuvering because I wasn't a tough guy. I was just maneuvering, but I had to be out there. So I put myself in a lot of trouble to go tag, to go bomb, or to go to this party, different things. And even getting into the house parties or those teen centers, you had to be somebody or know somebody. Whereas now you can just show up. Right. And that's great. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't understand how it was then to now. Yes. So now it's about expressing yourself and having fun. So when I see younger people doing this, I'm happy because we went from that to this. You know what I mean? Definitely. So it's a long time coming. Right. And again, I'm really proud of this community because I really believe in this new generation, the new generations. Because you're 35, but there's also younger people that are doing this as well. Right. And each generation that from the Twin Cities that's busting out is coming with new energy and coming with peaceful energy and coming with creative energy, whether it's fashion, music, whatever. That's way past the days of old where you had this rites of passage mentality. So I love the way this is going now. And again, like I said, I'm not going to be here forever, but I know personally that with you and a whole bunch of people out here, it's in good hands. And I also, before I go, I want a serious super Teflon shout out to all the sisters in hip hop. Whether you're an artist or not, you guys keep this going. Tish Jones, Shay Cage, there's so many people that I don't want to miss any names, but there's so many sisters in this in this community that have made things happen. Like Sister Leah, she was the one that hooked me up with the Art Institute when we did the first photo shoot.
All right. Yeah.
So she was like, I know a guy, you know, we talked to him and we can get permission to, let's do it on the steps. You know, she was nurturing, and that's what I like about the sisters of the Twin Cities, that they're nurturing. They're dope in their own right, but they're also nurturing, and they're not having it either. Yeah. You play with them, and then you're getting shut down. Definitely. You know what I mean? As a whole, I just want to big up the culture in general and shout everybody out. I don't like really saying names because people have a thing about, you didn't say mine. Sure. So I just want to shout out the whole massive Twin Cities hip hop community. I respect and love y'all. Keep pushing that line.
Word up. Orikal Uno on the check-in, 98.9 FM, KRSM radio. Super shout out to DJ Stage 1, man. It's been an honor to speak with you today. And everybody that's listening, Saturday, October 12th, Minnesota History Center in St. Paul. We got panelists. And then Monday, October 14th is officially Minnesota Hip Hop Day. And
Twin Cities Hip Hop Day.
Twin Cities Hip Hop Day, and that's every year.
Every forward, year, right? From here on out.
So Monday, October 14th. October 14th on your calendars. Mark that. Put that in your phone calendar. Put the little yearly reminder on there. That is our day.
Shout out to Latunji Abrams. She's got a company where she has food and stuff like that. She's also one of the originals that started out with Travitron back in the day, and now she has her own company, having pastries and food and stuff like that.
Delicious.
Yeah, so that's hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just different things. Even what's his name? Lachelle Cunningham. Same thing. She's from the hip hop community. Now she's doing culinary things like, so it's not just the music and all that. A lot of things spew out of what hip hop culture has, become in this community. People go on to do other things. You got managers now, you got promoters. I want to shout them out too, because they're the ones that's bringing these acts here, and they're the ones that are actually putting on local groups to open up for these acts. Is giving them energy to pursue this and go abroad. And that's another thing. Go abroad, you guys. I don't care what chamber you're doing, that's what element you're doing. You can represent this community, but the goal is to show the world.
That's right.
So all you B-boys, get out there. All you artists, get out there. MCs, everybody, get out there and do your thing. If you're doing business, create a bigger business. But this is the start of it. But the end of it should be a worldwide influence. It's all about letting the world hear you. And my thing, again, I love talking about this so much, so I have so much to say. So we definitely have to have another interview.
For sure, yeah. We should actually have a sit down.
We should
really dive into. You know what I'm saying?
But my quote that I got from the Star Wars movie. This is a writer talking right now. From here to fame is my lifetime quote. I think I'm gonna get that tatted on me. But that's really what it is. It's from here to fame. People say, because we're built on rivalries and egos. But that's what it's about, as long as it's done in a respectable level. Yeah. But the goal is to get known. The goal is to get seen and influence others to do what you do and like what you do. So from here to fame, y'all, don't forget. And also, man, please throw this in too. I gotta give a shout out again to the King's Posse. I gotta give a shout out to KGB, DS2, Universal Parliament of Hip Hop. Everybody that came out Northside back in the days, the Heartbreakers crew. I gotta give a shout out to No Words Clothing, all the B-boys from back in the day. I can't name them all, but again, you guys just gotta know that I just got nothing but love and respect from the OGs to the new jacks. This is what we do, and we're gonna keep doing it. But I got nothing but admiration and love for y'all. This is DJ Stage 1, and you listen to Orikal Uno on KRSM Radio.
Hey, Orikal Uno on the check-in. I just gotta say thank you so much once again to DJ Stage 1 for stopping by. As you know, if you're a listener, I've never had an interview on the show before. I used to have a podcast where I used to interview cats every day, and I haven't done it for a while. So I hope you enjoyed it. Yo, salute Stage 1. This is Desdamona, Tish Jones. Let's go.
We about to start. Need every man up. This is the part. We feel the pump. This is the motto. so tip the bottle. This one is hot, so do your part. We bout to spark, we go full throttle. We got heart, yeah, we got dope. Earn heart with this drive, it makes for nice times. Every second of my life, I feel I've arrived. And what a ride, I'm writing what's all wrong. It's going beyond song till we all stand strong. Lights, featherweight, light, free to light, bringing high beams to the plight. But tonight, we toast to the light. Put your feet to the heights and prepare for flight. We nice. Ooh, oh, you're so much amazing. Ooh, yeah. Thank you so much. I am very much amazing. Oh, right. She's very much amazing. Ooh, yeah. We're very much amazing. We ride the rhythm, that's how we're living. It's our religion, let us pray. What I say, gospel spittin', every day we get it in. Day and night we be steady writing. It's like lightning, dangerous. The shine's contagious, very frightening. So outrageous, very exciting. Fresh like a baby's first breath. Take a whiff, fill a chest. What a cleanse, mega zest. Hella next, and then now we come to get down. Did it for the town, queendom and crown. Chakras in sync, poppin' so don't blink. Much hotter than y'all think. One drink you might sink. Break the chains, make a link. Never to go extinct. Legend without leave, you just witnessing it break. Ooh, oh, you know, you're very much amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Look, seriously, I am very much amazing. Oh, you're too kind. You're so much. She's very much amazing.
Check-in with Orikal Uno.
Orikal Uno on the check-in.
KRSM Radio, 98.9 FM, Minneapolis.
Hey yo, episode number 74, it's a wrap. Orikal Uno checking out, wishing you nothing but the best of love, luck, and success. Yo, this is the legendary Kardel. I'll see y'all next week.
I breathe twice through my seeds. Greed over greed, money, poetry, and pistol done gave you power. I learned throughout my lifespan, my man ain't my man, cause it's the code. So you that'll stick you for that grand. But on the other hand, who should I trust or should I bust at this next joker? Drama provoker. Spot strip like poker. I want your ice and your keys. It was my man for 6 years that set me up for 2 G's. Bickering, I'm sick of talking. I will get chastised, my eyes do the talking. I'm walking in the shadows up this death valley. Tragedy provoked, caught any sentence that I wrote. Choke when put under pressure, you should have thought it out. Supposed to be my blood for 5 G's, you bought yourself back. Wow. Caught in my club. All love's gone, no love shown of any such. I'm not violent, I'm silent, meaning a silence. Individuals trying to stop my decimals from climbing. That's my problem solver. Player hater recommended, known as Revolver. I'll make a grandmother feel it like arthritis. Looking for pluses, minus the problems. Why you wanna hold me down? Why you wanna shoot me now? Why you wanna lay me down for everything that I possess? Trying to earn your stripes, but in the process, you lose your life. But what's life if I can't live it? Choosing my destiny, lavishly I wanna sit with all my rings filled with rocks. Keep my homies close, but all of my enemies remain closer at all times. Cause sick thoughts run through my mind. Cause sometimes your closest homies turn out to be adversaries. Either end up buried or call and collect for some common sense.